Learning to pass the test and learning to do are two different approaches to learning, and they reflect different attitudes and values regarding education and the purpose of learning. All teachers teach students in order to pass the test and complete the course requirements, while digital learners wish to acquire skills and knowledge and habits as windows of opportunity afford them to learn.
Learning to pass the test refers to an approach to learning that emphasizes memorizations and regulations of informations in order to achieve a high score on an test or exam. This is often associated with traditional classroom learning and standardized testing, and it is some criticized for placing too much emphasis on rote learning, deeper understanding, and applications of knowledge.
Some examples of learning to pass the test in the preferences of the technology generation might include the number one, memorizing programming languages or syntax without necessarily understanding how they work or how to apply them in the real-world situation. The number two is focusing solely on achieving high grades in computer science or technology courses, without exploring hand-on projects or seeking out real-world application of the concepts learned in the class. The third one is the preparing for standardized tests such as SAT or ACT, which often requires a significant amount of rote memorization and test-taking strategies rather than deeper understanding and application of knowledge. The fourth one is the memorizing definitions, formulas, and algorithms for exams without necessarily understanding the underlying concepts or principles behind them. And lastly, taking online courses or tutorials that are designed specifically to help learners pass a certification exam or test without necessarily focusing on real-world application or deeper understanding of the material.
It's worth noting that there is nothing inherently wrong with learning to pass the test, and in many cases, it can be an important step towards achieving academic or career goals. However, it's important to also value learning to do and focus on developing practical skills and knowledge that can be applied in real-world situations.
On the other hand, learning to do refers to more practical and hands-on approach to learning, where the focus is on acquiring skills and knowledge that are directly applicable to real-world situations. This approach emphasizes the importance of critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity, and is often associated with experiential learning and project-based learning. For many in the technology generation, learning to do is highly valued as it can help them gain the skills and knowledge necessary to succeed in their chosen career fields.
Some examples of learning to do in the preference of the technology generation might include number one, participating in the bootcamps, hackathons, or online courses that emphasizes hands-on experience and practical skill building in areas like web development, data science, and cybersecurity. Number two, engaging in open source development or contributing to collaborative projects that require real-world problem solving and collaboration. Number three, pursuing internship or apprenticeship in technology-related fields which provide opportunities to gain practical experiences and mentorship from industry professionals. Number four, building personal projects or portfolios that showcase skills and knowledge in areas like app development, game design.
Find out how you can magically connect students, teachers, and their devices with smart software, Smart Cap, and Cap IQ. Discover amazing interactive flat panels for the classroom. Experience magical education technology. Naturally smart.
And last, seeking out online communities or forums to connect with other learners and practitioners in the field and engaging in collaborative learning and skill sharing.
Overall, learning to do in the preferences of the technology generation often emphasizes hands-on practical skills building and real-world application of knowledge, rather than simply memorizing information or test-taking strategies. This approach values creativity, problem solving, and collaboration, and is often motivated by a desire to gain practical skills and knowledge that can be applied in a variety of contexts.
The preference for learning to do
Versus
Learning to pass the test.
May depends on
individual goals.
interest,
And experiences.
as well as cultural
and societal factors.